Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your week. It is another week ahead. Lots of weather to get into. It's been nice and gorgeous to start our Monday. Dry for most of us. We've got some cloud cover as we look at the shoals here, sitting at about 76. It's been a mild morning. You may have stepped out the house needing a light jacket. When I left, it was about like 66 maybe. So it was very cool this morning for lots of us. And we'll continue to see some cooler conditions throughout this entire week. We'll get a second blast of cooler air around Wednesday or Thursday. Another cold front's making its way through. All that to say, it's going to reinforce the cool feeling that we've got already with those low 80s. So we'll continue to see that for another day or two. Now, we've had a couple of technical difficulties. So, okay, good. It's like, please don't let Max be one as well. So, right now, temperatures are still kind of cool for our eastern folks. We're seeing some 72s, 73s, even some 74s. And we'll continue to see a steady warm up as we go into the afternoon. We're expected to have a high of about 84 to 86. So it's going to be a warmer day for some folks on the western end. But everyone else, it's about 82. It's the high as well. We'll continue to see that throughout the week. There are some days that are going to be warmer than what we're seeing at the moment, but the overall forecast for this week, we're going to be well below our average. Our average for this time of year is typically 90 or so degrees. We're usually around 90, 91, and in Huntsville specifically too. But as it gets closer to September, August 30th and 31st, those are our 89 days, and even still, we are going to more than likely be below that. So, not exactly record-breaking, though. I can double-check, but I don't think it's record-breaking. Pretty sure we've had some crazier, cooler days. But temperatures will remain mild for most of the day. Gorgeous sunshine to note as well. We have some elections going on this Tuesday, so some counties will be electing new mayors, but as you head about your day, we're going to continue to see some cooler conditions for most of us. It'll kind of be a short-lived 80-degree mark for our Huntsville area. 79 is where we'll sit for 3 p.m. We'll see 80 someplace in between 3 to 6. I think about 4 and 5 o'clock is probably where we'll see that, but it's not going to be very long-lived because we do still have that cloud cover. It's going to make it a little bit of a challenge to hit that expected high for the day. So cloud cover will definitely be in the mix for your Tuesday. We're expecting a passing shower. We've only got 20% chance, and it's looking like it's very low. It'll probably be just a shower that's, of course, in the west. So tonight, though, we have increasing clouds overnight heading into Tuesday, so we'll start out with a cloudy morning, but it's going to be nice and comfortable for the next couple of days. And Tuesday, like I mentioned, that's our 20% day. 79 is going to be a struggle to get up to those 80s because of all the cloud cover that we've got going on. Wednesday, though, beautiful sunshine, not a single cloud to note thus far, and we'll get back to 80 because of that extra amount of heating. So the low for that morning, though, will be in the 50s. It'll be a chilly start to the day. So if there's parents, make sure your students are leaving the house with a jacket. I walked out with this jacket this morning. It was chilly. It was a chilly start. But even as you're getting ready for work, this is kind of around that time where you start the day with a light jacket, and then you get ready to leave work, and you're like, "Why did I bring this jacket? It's kind of hot." We're gonna see that for most of these days ahead. Now we do have some decent breeze in and around each day as well, so that's nice and positive to look forward to. The breeze will be nice. I think it's not going to be like a heavy breeze. It will just be enough for you to kind of notice and feel it. It's not going to be a chilly feeling so far. That's the expectation with that. But as we get into the back half of the week, we start to see more of those rain chances. Like on Thursday, we take it up to about 30%. That's with that extra cold front moving in. It's just going to bring some cooler air and keep us in the upper 70s, low 80s range for our temperatures. And for people that are wondering where has summer gone, summer will be back, just closer to Labor Day, if anything. So we'll track out the tropics real fast. We did see a disturbance this weekend, ramped up a little bit, but as we can see for right now, it's fizzled out. Some of the time, these disturbances are ripped apart due to the shear and just kind of like some upper level stuff just not mixing into their flow to give them the fuel to become a hurricane. So there's a lot of variables that can change and cause a hurricane to either form or a disturbance to stay a disturbance and be nothing more than just a quick disturbance. So I believe I have Fernand's track in here. Yes, so we can take a quick look at that. Right now, still just a tropical storm. We're expecting it to pick up a little speed by this afternoon. Looks like it's going to be about 60 miles per hour for our evening, actually. That's a 9, not a 6. I read that backwards. But as we look into the next couple of days, you notice it starts to lose momentum. And that's because it's probably getting out to some cooler water. So it's not really getting that warmth to kind of keep it going. So the biggest point here is it's away from our coast, and that's a good thing for our coastal folks because they've already dealt with Aaron, and that thankfully didn't make landfall. However, it did cause a good deal of storm surge for, I believe that was North Carolina for sure, that dealt with some possible storm surge, rip currents up and down the coast as well. So thankfully this gives them a break from that. But Fernand, we don't expect it to become beyond just a tropical storm because it doesn't really pick up speed, like I mentioned. So it'll be a low by midweek, back to that low depression. So we'll see how that goes. But next name is Gabrielle, and then after that we have Humberto. So we'll see, because we saw Fernand and the disturbance that fizzled out. We saw both of them trying to take Aaron's path. Looks like that was unsuccessful, but that's one of the cooler things to note and keep track of, just to kind of see how things play out with these hurricanes and see what tracks they take, what's the most popular length of model run for them, which one's more consistent, I should say. So as we go through the rest of this week, rain chances will pop back in the forecast for Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be mostly cloudy and keeping us in those upper 70s. It's going to be a struggle to get to those warmer temperatures for tomorrow. So we'll continue to see rain chances pop back into the forecast by Thursday. Wednesday is going to be the pick day of the week, so we expect nothing but sunshine, gorgeous conditions for the most part. But as we get to the weekend, rain chances will be in and around each day by that point due to some cooler air moving in, but it does kind of warm up a bit. We get back into the mid 80s by Saturday, but that cold front kind of hangs around a little bit. Gives us some cooler air to get back into those upper 70s by Monday, which is your Labor Day. So keep that in mind. As you make your plans, it won't be a complete washout, but we'll still see some showers in and around the valley. So that's good for you to go ahead and note and keep in mind. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Enjoy your week. Keep in mind it's going to be cooler than what we're used to. We're below average, so keep some of those light jackets, cardigans on standby. And as we get further into the week, you'll keep that umbrella on standby as well. So have a great day.